Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast Voice. I'm Quinn.
And I'm Riley.
We are so happy to be jumping into your world today, and we are tackling a topic that is, well, it's deeply personal and I think incredibly exciting.
It really is.
It's the power of your potential. I mean, we all start off with these big hopes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's that moment you decided, I really want to speak English fluently, or, I want to start that business.
Or even something like, I just want to feel stronger and healthier. They're beautiful, big ideas.
So they are. But here's the struggle, and it's so relatable.
Oh, yeah. The one we hear about all the time.
You have this huge dream, this amazing feeling of potential, but time is.
Yeah.
It's sneaky.
It passes so quickly. Sometimes months, sometimes, years go by.
And you look around and realize that the big picture, it hasn't really changed. You're still in the same place.
Exactly. And that's when it is so easy to get discouraged.
Discouraged. Yeah, that's the word. It just means you lose that confidence, that enthusiasm.
You start thinking, oh, this is never going to happen for me. Or maybe I should just settle.
Right. My like is good enough. Why risk it? And we let those initial powerful dreams get buried.
Buried under what? Past mistakes, the fear of change.
Or just the noise of daily life.
But we're here today because the sources we looked at tell us one thing very, very clearly. Do not settle.
I love that.
So our mission for this deep dive is, it's a powerful one. We're going to help you retrieve those dreams that you might have buried.
Okay.
To understand why pain and difficulty are not roadblocks, but actually a necessary part of growth.
And maybe most importantly.
And crucially, to give you practical English phrases and structures, like the incredibly useful SMART goals method, to turn those big wishes into real, small daily action.
Yes, we're making the abstract concrete, making those amazing big wishes feel real and doable starting right now.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, before we dive into the details, please just take a moment. If you're enjoying this deep dive, remember to subscribe to English Podcast Voice and like this episode.
That small action from you really does help more learners find us and get the encouragement they need to keep moving toward their goals. So thank you.
Okay.
Let's get started with the foundation.
All right, let's unpack this first thing because the language we use really matters.
It does.
The words dream and goal, they're often used like they mean the same thing, but for what we're talking about, for success, they have really specific, different meanings.
They do. And that's a critical starting point. If you mix them up, you risk feeling overwhelmed before you even begin.
Okay, so where do we start? Dream or goal?
Let's look at the dream first. A dream is the big wish. It's the destination, the what.
The what?
It's not a plan. It's that beautiful, exciting vision of the future, something you truly, deeply want, something that makes your heart feel, warm and excited when you imagine it.
So it's the big picture of the life you would love to have.
Exactly.
I like that definition. It's about the feeling and the big outcome. So if I say, I dream of living near the ocean one day, that's a big feeling. Or, I dream of being able to travel easily between continents. It's aspirational. That doesn't tell me how I'll get there.
Exactly. Your dream is the aspiration. It provides the ultimate motivation.
But you can't drive to a dream?
You can't. You need a map. And that is where the goal comes in. So if the dream is the destination, the city you're driving to, then the goal is the specific how.
It's the small, detailed plan for the next mile.
Precisely. Goals are the concrete steps you plan to take to work toward that dream.
So, okay, the dream is big and maybe a little vague, but the goal? It has to be specific and measurable.
There must be.
So if my dream is to be successful, that's too big to measure.
Right.
A goal would be, I will finish my university degree by next summer. That's concrete. It has a finish line.
Perfect. Or let's think about it with a language learning example.
Okay.
If your dream is to speak English like a native, a wonderful, inspiring dream, you can't put that on your calendar for tomorrow.
No, definitely not.
But a good goal would be, I will read one English newspaper article every morning this week.
Ah, I see. It's actionable. It's concrete.
Right. And it makes that big dream less scary.
It makes it digestible. Yeah, like the example from our source material. If your dream is to run your own successful English studio one day.
A huge, amazing dream.
The goal isn't just sitting around imagining this beautiful studio. The goal is setting aside 15 minutes every single weekday.
Just 15 minutes.
To work on sketching out the course idea. It's that tiny, consistent action. That's what wields the bridge to the dream.
It truly is a partnership. Dream equals big vision, goal equals small, consistent plan.
And for listeners practicing their B1 English, knowing how to express these ideas is so important.
Crucial for communication, but also for keeping yourself motivated. And we have some great phrases here.
Yes, let's practice sharing the big vision first. For dreams, you can use phrases that express hope and longing, right? Like, I dream of, or my dream is to.
Mm-hmm. So you might say, I dream of traveling to Japan next year.
Or, my dream is to write a book. The language is clear, it's simple, and it expresses that big, heartwarming desire.
Now, when you've done the hard work of turning that dream into a specific action, a goal, you change the language a bit.
How so?
You use language that signals commitment and planning. You can say, my goal is to, or I'm planning to.
Oh, that shift is important. It shows intent.
Exactly. My goal is to save money this year. Or I'm planning to finish Module 4 of my English course by the end of the month. You're signaling action, not just, wishing.
We also saw some phrases for when you feel unsure about a dream, which is totally normal.
It is. If you're not ready to commit to a formal goal, you can use softer language. It keeps the aspiration alive, but removes the pressure.
Well, you could use phrases like, I'd love to, or one day I want to.
Yeah, that's perfect for the B1 stage.
For instance, I'd love to learn to play the piano. That shows it's a deep desire, but you haven't bought the piano yet.
Right. Or one day I want to start my own company. It protects the dream from that external pressure, but it keeps it as a possibility in your mind.
That feels healthier. Because dreams shouldn't feel like pressure or homework. They should feel like excitement.
Exactly. So the key takeaway from this first part is respect your dream enough to give it a structure, a plan, a goal, to start walking in its direction.
So we know the difference now. Dream is the destination, goal is the route. But here's the problem so many of us face. We write down a goal, and it looks great on paper.
But it never actually moves.
Exactly. It becomes a forgotten list item. It feels like just another big wish.
And this is the moment where we move from philosophy to engineering. We need to install a structure that transforms general ideas into specific actions.
Okay, an engineering mindset. I like that.
And the most famous and effective structure for this is the SMART method. It's an acronym. Each letter represents a crucial characteristic your goal has to have.
I think a lot of people have probably heard of SMART goals, but we need to go deep here. Provide those detailed examples. Show how to fix a bad goal.
That's where the practical value is. Okay, let's do it. I'll lead us through the 5 steps, and you can give a concrete example of how to make a vague English goal SMART.
Perfect. Let's take a common, vague goal. I want to improve my English vocabulary.
A classic wish, not a goal. Okay, the first letter is S for specific. Your goal must be clear. It has to answer those W questions. Who, what, where, when, and why. If it's not specific, you don't know what success looks like.
Okay, so fixing our vague goal. I want to improve my English vocabulary. To make it specific, we add details. I want to learn 100 new English words related to the business world this month.
Much better. We specified what, 100 words, and why, business, so much clearer.
Okay, what's next?
Second, M stands for measurable. You need a way to track your progress and know when you are finished. The saying goes, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it.
Right. For the vocabulary goal, 100 words is perfectly measurable. You can put it on a list and check them off.
Or you can measure the action itself.
Oh yeah, like, I will study my flashcards for 20 minutes every morning. You can look at the clock and see if you did the 20 minutes. If you only do 10, you know exactly how much more you need to do.
Exactly. Now, the third element, and this is maybe the most critical one for motivation, is A for achievable.
Is the goal realistic?
Right. Is it realistic given your current life, your resources, your time, and your current abilities? We want dreams to be huge, but goals have to be practical, something you can truly accomplish.
This is where people get discouraged and quit, isn't it?
All the time.
If I set a goal like, I will learn 5,000 new words in 2 weeks, that's just not achievable for most people. The brain feels the pressure and it just shuts down.
It does.
So instead of being perfect, we aim for realistic movement. Like, I want to have 1 English conversation with a native speaker this week.
That's achievable.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's short, it builds confidence. And we often overestimate what we can do in 1 week, but we underestimate what we can do in 1 year. The achievable standard helps us avoid that trap.
So what's R?
Fourth, R stands for relevant. Does this goal actually matter to your bigger dream?
Oh, this is important.
Does this specific step connect to your main priority for this season of your life? If the goal doesn't connect to your heart's desire, you'll have zero motivation to follow through.
So if my dream is to move abroad and study at a university, then the goal of practicing verb tenses is extremely relevant.
Yes.
But if my dream is to quit my job and become a professional baker, then learning about the stock market is probably not relevant, right?
It's a distraction. Everything must pull you in the right direction. Okay, finally, T.
Time.
Time-bound. Your goal needs a specific deadline. A goal without a deadline is just a dream. The deadline creates urgency and forces you to plan backward.
So let's put it all together. We take our vague wish, I want to improve my English vocabulary, and transform it.
Let's hear the perfect SMART goal.
I will learn 100 new English words related to the business world, that's specific and relevant, by writing them down and practicing them for 20 minutes every morning. That's measurable and achievable. And I will finish this list by the last day of this month. That's time-bound.
That is powerful because it gives you a clear checklist, a plan of action, and a finish line. This is the difference between hoping for success and building success.
And to show the real-world power of this, we have to share the story of Crystal, a listener from Mexico.
Yes.
Her dream was massive, and it felt terrifying to her to study in Canada.
She faced real obstacles. Her English needed improvement, money was tight.
And just the fear of the unknown, these things could have easily stopped her.
But she didn't let those obstacles become stop signs.
Yeah.
She understood that a big dream needs detailed, small goals.
So she applied the SMART method, even if she didn't call it that. Her action plan had 3 main goals. Goal 1, improve her English for 1 solid year.
Time-bound, measurable.
Goal 2, save a specific amount of money every month.
Measurable, specific.
And goal 3, apply to 3 different universities.
Specific and achievable. She didn't say 50 universities, she said 3.
Exactly. She took that huge, beautiful, scary dream and broke it into small, measurable, and highly relevant steps. And she focused only on those 3 goals for 1 year.
And the result?
After that focused year, she got accepted to a university and is now living and studying in Canada.
That's incredible.
Her success wasn't a miracle. It was the result of transforming a wish into a real daily action plan, using goals as her map.
And this is proof that your dream is valid, whatever form it takes. We talked about how dreams are personal.
Right, we're not just talking about money or careers. I mean, they can be career dreams like getting that promotion.
Or travel dreams, visiting every continent.
Family dreams, creating a more peaceful home life. Or education dreams, finally finishing that course.
Health and fitness dreams, running your first 5K. Or creative dreams, writing a song or learning to paint.
The type of dream doesn't matter.
Not at all. What matters is the respect you give it by turning it into a SMART goal and taking that first small step today.
Okay, so now we are feeling motivated. We have the dream, we have the SMART action plan. But now we have to talk about the inevitable. Failure, disappointment, loss, pain. These things stop more dreams than lack of talent ever will.
Absolutely. This is the messy middle of the journey. Pain is an unavoidable part of life and growth.
It really is.
And the sources are very clear on this. Pain will change us. It never leaves us the same. The crucial choice we have is how we allow that pain to change us.
What are the choices?
We can become bitter, focusing on what was lost and who to blame, or we can become better, using the difficulty to refine ourselves.
And it is so easy. When things go wrong, you fail an exam, you lose a job, a project collapses, to fall into that trap of asking, why did this happen to me?
Yes. And then we let that pain overwhelm us and just stop the progress toward our dream.
But that's not what we should do.
No. Because difficulty develops character traits in us that can only be developed in difficult times. If everything was easy, we would be weak.
That's so true.
The sources suggest viewing difficulty as an opportunity to get stronger, to develop resilience, and to gain new, deep confidence that no book can teach you. If we quit when we feel pain, we waste that pain.
Waste the pain. Wow, that phrase is incredibly powerful.
It is.
It means the suffering you experienced was for nothing if you just stop.
Exactly. So the pain is not there to stop you. It's actually there to prepare you, to raise you, and to help you grow into the person who can handle the big dream when it finally arrives.
So you have to adopt this mindset that you're a warrior, not a victim.
Yes. You can handle this setback. Even if you brought the pain on yourself, maybe a poor investment or a bad study habit, you deal with the consequence, find the lesson, and grow through it, not around it.
And that means going back to your dream, even if you tried 5 years ago and failed dramatically, you shake off the dust, you dig it out, and you try again.
Using the lessons the failure taught you. The opposition you face is often proof that you have something great inside you. If your dream was small, you wouldn't have so many things trying to stop you.
The difficulty shows you're on the right path, which brings us to this philosophy of falling forward. The sources really emphasize that nothing worthwhile is achieved without taking risks.
And if you're going to take risks, you must fully accept that failure is part of the process.
There's that old safe piece of advice. Make sure you have something to fall back on.
A safe plan B.
But the philosophy of peak performers is to reject that idea entirely.
So what's the alternative?
If you are going to fall, you must fall forward.
I love that visual.
It sticks with me too. If you fall forward, you see exactly what you're going to hit, and you keep moving in the direction of your dream. You never settle for a life less than the one you know you're capable of living.
It's about commitment. I mean, think about the history of great invention. Thomas Edison, for instance.
Light bulb.
He is famously quoted as saying he conducted 1,000 experiments before he successfully created it.
1,000 failed experiments. The 1,001st was the success.
Right. So how did he view the first 1,000? Did he see them as failures?
No, he saw them as necessary steps.
Every single one was a step closer to success because it taught him something that did not work. It wasn't a waste. It was research.
And think about sports. Consider Reggie Jackson, a legendary baseball player.
Right.
He holds the record for striking out the most times in baseball history. We're talking 2,600 times.
Wow. So he failed spectacularly at the plate more than anyone else.
Yet, people don't remember the 2,600 strikeouts. They remember the home runs.
The successes, the championships.
Those home runs happened precisely because he had the perseverance to keep coming back, even though he failed more than anyone else who played the game. That takes a monumental amount of mental toughness.
It does. If you're not failing, you're probably not trying hard enough. You're choosing goals that are too safe.
Failure is guaranteed. You will lose sometimes. You will make mistakes in front of others.
You'll misuse a verb tense in English. Maybe miss a business deadline. The key is to prepare for the next attempt immediately.
We have that great anecdote about Denzel Washington. Early in his career, he auditioned for a big role in a Broadway musical.
He thought it was perfect for him, except for one huge detail.
He couldn't sing well enough for the part.
So he failed the audition. He didn't get the job.
But he didn't quit acting and fall back into a safe job. He took the rejection and walked out with this determination to prepare for the next audition.
He failed, he learned, and he continued. He kept his talent sharp.
And the payoff for that perseverance. 30 years later, Denzel Washington was performing in his famous award-winning play, Fences, on Broadway, and guess where the performance was?
Let me guess. The same theater.
The exact same theater where he had failed that musical audition 3 decades earlier.
That story really embodies the mental shift required. The failure didn't define him, it just redirected his path.
It showed he had the guts to fail. The bravery to attempt something big, knowing the risk of public embarrassment, was high.
So for our listeners, the challenge is, do you have the guts to fail? If you want something you never had, you have to be willing to do something you never did.
Which often includes facing disappointment and looking foolish occasionally.
And if that isn't enough motivation, we have to discuss the most provocative image from the sources, the one that truly motivates through regret aversion.
Regret aversion. What's that?
It's the psychology that says we're often more motivated by avoiding future pain like regret than by achieving future gain.
The ghosts. This is the ultimate powerful reminder of urgency. Tell us about the ghosts.
Okay, so imagine a future scenario. Maybe 30 or 40 years from now, you're on your deathbed, and standing around your bed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential.
Whoa.
These are the ideas you never acted on, the courses you never finished, the businesses you never started, the talents you didn't use because you were too afraid to fail.
And the image is that they're not peaceful. They are angry, disappointed, and upset.
Because you had the power to bring them to life, to make them real, but you chose safety and comfort instead. And now they have to die with you unexpressed.
That is a staggering thought. It's the urgent question, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
It emphasizes that your dream is not just an option, it's a responsibility. You have the potential, and it's your job to use it.
It's not too late. Your dream might not be in season yet, but it's certainly not dead.
Exactly.
So we need to use this moment, shake off the doubt, shake off the disappointment of past failures, and start digging out that dream again, now. The next challenge. How do we keep this energy and focus going when life is just so loud and distracting?
Right. We're energized, we have the plan, we're ready to embrace failure. But let's face reality. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings fade.
You really do.
So we need concrete strategies to stay focused and protect our dream from what the source calls dream thieves.
This is where strategy and consistency replace pure enthusiasm. We need simple, real-life systems. Let's start with strategy 1. Choose a priority.
This one addresses the modern tendency toward multitasking.
Oh, multitasking. Can we define that simply?
Yeah, it just means attempting to focus on several tasks at the exact same moment. But scientifically, the human brain, it can't truly focus on two complex tasks simultaneously. It just switches rapidly between them.
Which is why the feeling of being overwhelmed is so common. You use all this mental energy switching, but you don't get deep work done on any single task.
It's like trying to fill 10 glasses of water at once with one small pitcher. You just spill most of the water.
So the first strategy is clarity. Choose one main dream for this specific season of your life, maybe the next 3 to 6 months.
And during this period, that one dream is your absolute priority.
And priority means the thing that goes first.
First in your time, first in your energy. All the other dreams are still important, but they're resting in the backseat of the car. They're patient. Your main dream is the driver right now.
That intense focus prevents the brain from feeling scattered and overwhelmed. It makes the goal feel achievable.
Okay, strategy 2, the daily anchor. Once you choose your priority dream, you need a small, consistent daily action. On bad days.
An anchor. What does that mean exactly?
Well, an anchor is a heavy object used to keep a boat steady and in place, even when the wind and waves are strong.
So your daily anchor keeps your dream in your day so it doesn't disappear when life gets busy.
Exactly. And this action must be tiny, maybe only 5 to 15 minutes.
The critical difference here is consistency over intensity.
It's so much better to do 5 minutes every day than 3 hours once a month.
And it must happen at a fixed time. If you say, I'll work on my English goal sometime today, sometime usually translates to never.
So true. You have to attach it to an existing habit. I will do 15 minutes of listening practice while I drink my morning coffee.
Or I'll review my verb list right after I finish brushing my teeth at night. It gives your action a specific place in your routine. It makes it automatic.
It's a way of saying to your dream, I'm coming slowly, but I'm coming every single day.
I love that. Okay, strategy 3.
Protect your attention from dream thieves. We mentioned these thieves. They are the distractions that steal the most precious commodity you have, your focus.
Social media notifications, endless video scrolling, people demanding immediate attention.
Yes, we have to actively fight back. You must create a protected block of time. Even if it's only 10 minutes for your anchor activity, treat that time as sacred.
Silence your phone, close irrelevant computer tabs.
Or move to a special focus corner or a clean table. Your environment profoundly influences your mind.
Right. If you're sitting in a quiet, tidy space with headphones on, your brain knows, okay, we are serious now. We're here to work on the priority.
And that short, protected time ensures your dream gets quality, undivided attention, even if the quantity of time is small.
Okay, strategy 4. Dealing with external doubts. This is a tough one. It's emotional.
What happens when someone, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, says, that dream is silly, or that's impossible, you should stop?
Or even laughs when you share your goal. That discouragement hurts so deeply.
It hurts the most when it comes from people close to us. But here's the profound insight from the sources.
What is it?
Often, their discouraging words are not truly about your limits or your potential. They're about their own fear, their own insecurity, and their own past failures.
So they're afraid of risk, and they project that fear onto you. They want you to stay safe and comfortable with them.
Exactly. They're comfortable on the sofa, and you're asking them to cheer you on as you attempt a mountain climb. Their immediate reaction is usually to pull you back down.
So the action you must take is to be highly selective.
Very. Share your dream only with people who understand your heart-trusted friends, teachers, or a supportive community that is also striving for growth.
You have to keep your dream precious and private. If someone is negative, you can politely note their opinion, but you must stay loyal to your dream. You don't need everyone's approval.
You just need to believe in yourself and be loyal to the person you are becoming.
Which brings us to strategy 5, mindset and loyalty. Even with the best plans, there will be days when you feel heavy, discouraged, tired, or stressed.
These are the danger days. On these low days, the sources give crucial advice. Do not make big, life-altering decisions about quitting when you are emotionally low.
That is so important. When that critical voice in your head is loudest, the one saying you're too slow or this isn't special, you should stop, do not listen.
Instead, you show loyalty to your dream.
Let's define loyalty clearly.
Loyalty means staying with a person or a promise even when it's difficult, boring, inconvenient, or not exciting anymore. If you made a promise to your future self, you must honor it, especially when you don't feel like it.
So if your goal is 30 minutes of study but you are exhausted, you tell yourself,
I only need to do 5 honest minutes. That small action tells your heart, I still care about this promise. It honors the loyalty you owe to your own future.
You can ask yourself every day, am I for my dream or against my dream today?
And even on the worst day, you choose to be for it, even in a micro way. One simple English sentence written, one vocabulary word reviewed.
This action of loyalty also helps redefine your relationship with the dream.
How so?
The dream should not be a punishment or a heavy, crushing deadline. It is a direction, like a compass pointing north.
The compass doesn't shout, you must arrive now.
Right. It just quietly shows you which way to keep walking.
So relax the intense pressure. You don't have to reach the dream this week or even this year. You just have to ensure you're keeping the compass pointed in the right direction.
And when you need to sit down and rest, that's okay.
Rest is not failure. It is necessary for a long, successful journey.
And our final crucial strategy, strategy 6. Celebrate small wins. We often only focus on the enormous finish line.
The fluent conversation, the big promotion.
But the small steps are the most important proof that you are actually moving forward.
Absolutely. For the B1 learner, a small win could be using a new phrase correctly in conversation.
Or finishing the first chapter of an English book.
Or simply showing up to practice on the day when you really wanted to quit.
Celebrate those victories. Say, I am proud of myself because I stuck with my daily anchor this week. When you celebrate, you associate working on your goal with positive feelings.
And that feedback loop keeps you motivated and consistent for the long haul.
Wow, this deep dive was essential. We moved from the scary, abstract idea of a dream to a clear, actionable plan.
We did. Let's quickly review the core takeaways for our listeners.
Okay, first, you must convert your big dream, the wish, the destination, into a specific, smart goal.
The small, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound plan that serves as your map.
Second, you have to embrace failure and difficulty. Use the pain you encounter to grow stronger.
And if you're going to fall, remember the philosophy of falling forward towards your goal, not backward towards safety.
Third, maintain focus by choosing one main priority for this season of life.
Give it a small, consistent daily action, the anchor, and actively protect your attention from those dream thieves.
And finally, remember the power of loyalty. When you feel deeply discouraged, do not make big decisions.
Show loyalty to your promise by doing just 5 honest minutes of work, remembering that your dream is a guiding direction, not an impossible deadline.
Now, let's do a final vocabulary recap for our B1 learners. These words are perfect for discussing motivation and the future.
Hear them?
Aspiration, a strong hope or aim. Ambition, a strong desire to achieve something.
Consistent, doing something regularly. Priority, the most important thing right now.
Discouraged, feeling low and wanting to give up. Mindset, the way you think about things. And loyalty, sticking with a promise when it's hard.
Great words. Okay, listeners, here is your micro challenge for today. Take one wish related to your English learning, maybe I want to speak better, and use the SMART framework to make it a written goal with a deadline.
For instance, I will read 10 pages of my English novel every night before bed this week.
Or even simpler, use one of the key vocabulary words like consistent or ambition in an English sentence today.
Write it down or say it out loud. Just one small, honest action.
Your dreams are valid.
Yeah.
They are not too big, they are not silly, and they are not impossible. You have the potential, and by learning English, you are already demonstrating your commitment to action.
Take one small, consistent step toward your biggest dream today, because dreams with action become your actual life. Keep showing up, even if you move slowly.
Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive on English Podcast Voice. Please subscribe and share this episode with someone who has big dreams and needs a little practical encouragement.
And remember, your future self will thank you profoundly for the action you take today.
I'm Quinn. See you next time.
And I'm Riley. Bye.